For years, Clint Eastwood had followed his usual routine, one that was grounded in the quiet hum of his daily life. Every morning, as he made his way to his car, he would spot the young girl standing on the corner of his street. She was always there, a friendly wave from across the road, a simple gesture that made Clint's day a little brighter. He had never exchanged words with her, their connection was quiet, but it was always there. Today, however, something felt different. As Clint stepped outside and glanced toward the corner, the familiar sight of her waving wasn't there. His first thought was that maybe she was just running late, but a nagging feeling in the back of his mind told him something was wrong. Clint's instincts, honed over decades of facing uncertainty in both his career and life, told him not to ignore the feeling. His gaze lingered on the empty corner for a moment longer, a growing concern rising within him. Asterisk, where are you watching from today? Let us know in the comments below, asterisk. Clint didn't like the unease that had settled over him. It wasn't just about the absence of the girl, it was the odd stillness in the air, as though the usual rhythm of the neighborhood had suddenly shifted. He went about his day, but the thought of her remained at the back of his mind. By midday, Clint's unease had only deepened. He found himself looking out of his window more often than usual, hoping to see the girl again. Maybe she was just sick or had an appointment, but why hadn't she left him a note or let someone know? As the hours ticked by, Clint's instincts refused to let go of the feeling that something wasn't right. His concern grew into an unshakable urge to make sure everything was okay. He knew he couldn't just sit around and wait, it was time to act. With no more hesitation, Clint grabbed his jacket and decided to check on her, something he had never thought to do before. Asterisk, what would you do in Clint's shoes? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, asterisk. Clint didn't know the girl's name, but he had seen her enough to recognize her face. He knew her house was just a few blocks away. His mind raced as he walked briskly toward the street where she lived, hoping his fears were overblown. Maybe it was nothing. But as he turned the corner, his heart sank. There was no sign of her. The front yard was empty, and the house looked just as quiet as it always did. Clint's instincts told him to knock on the door and find out what was happening, but he hesitated. It wasn't his business, was it? Still, the silence gnawed at him. He rang the doorbell. Moments later, a woman, clearly exhausted, opened the door. Her eyes widened when she saw Clint standing there. "Can I help you?" she asked, a little taken aback by the unexpected visitor. Clint, always composed, spoke gently. "I'm sorry to bother you, but I've seen your daughter outside every day for months. I just wanted to make sure she's all right. I didn't see her today, and it seemed odd." The woman's face shifted, and for a moment, Clint could see the worry in her eyes. She's not here today," she said, her voice shaky. Asterisk, do you think Clint is right to be worried? Let us know in the comments below, asterisk. Clint's heart skipped a beat. The woman's unease was enough to confirm that something wasn't right. "Is she okay?" Clint asked, his voice softer now. The woman hesitated before answering, her eyes glancing down at the floor. "She's fine, physically. But she hasn't been herself lately. She's been a bit withdrawn." Clint's brows furrowed as he listened carefully. The woman continued, "She's been dealing with some things, some challenges at school. I thought she would open up to me about it, but she hasn't." Clint nodded, understanding now that the girl wasn't just absent because of illness, there was something deeper going on. "Maybe she just needs someone to talk to," Clint suggested. "Sometimes, people don't want to share their struggles with family. Maybe a stranger's perspective can help." The woman looked at him with gratitude in her eyes. "You're right. I didn't think about it like that. She trusts you, maybe you could talk to her." Clint had never been someone to shy away from a difficult situation. He wasn't about to back down now. Asterisk, do you think Clint can help? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, asterisk. Later that day, Clint found himself standing outside the girl's house again. The air felt a little warmer now, and there was hope in his heart that he could make a difference. He wasn't a therapist, but he knew how to listen. After all, people don't always need answers, they just need someone to hear them. He knocked on the door once more, and when the girl's mother opened it, she stepped aside to let him in. The girl was sitting on the couch, staring blankly at the television. As Clint entered, she looked up at him, her eyes full of a mix of confusion and curiosity. He sat down across from her and smiled. "Hey there. I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing," he said in a calm, kind voice. For a long moment, she said nothing, just staring at him. But then, slowly, she spoke. "I don't know what to do. I feel lost." Clint listened as she explained her struggles, everything weighing on her mind, from school pressures to feeling out of place. Clint didn't have all the answers, but he listened. And that, it seemed, was all she needed. By the time Clint left, the girl's demeanor had changed. She smiled faintly at him and whispered, "Thank you." Clint gave her a reassuring nod before walking back down the path, knowing that sometimes, all it takes is someone showing they care. Asterisk if you found this story moving, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more heartfelt moments like this. Hit the bell icon to stay updated on all new stories, asterisk. Let me know if you need more stories.